Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nkonye and I'm also known as NdiNaija. Ja, 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 ja. Yo, the first part of 2020 is done and dusted. It has felt like 845 years. Yes. Anyhow, how's everybody doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you for joining me on my channel. Today's video will be a goals update. I started the series, my 2020 goal setting and achieving goal-oriented video series last year. I will put the thing up in the cards above one of these corners. And I showed you guys my process of how I evaluated my goals from last year. And I even started from 2018. And I am here to tell you how it has gone so far. So, I'm looking down at my notes and my planners because I have my goal planner here with me, my Nkonye goal planner, as well as my notes. Here's my EC binder, which contains my goal planner and my budget planner. If you've watched my previous videos, you would see that I decided to put both items here together in the same planner because I figured I have dashboard pages in the Nkonye Deluxe Monthly, which is what is in this binder, and I wanted to make use of it and see if I could do without Power Sheets. Power Sheets is by Cultivating What Matters, and it is a goal workbook. So, and that's what I used in 2018 and 2019 for my goals. I did find, however, that I needed to just do some tweaking, and I wanted to try working through my goals without using a separate entire goal planner. So this is how it's going. So last year I took you guys through my reflections process in this Happy Planner notebook. And I'm showing you this, but I will do an overhead shot. I did a breakdown. Well, I did a brain dump. That's where I started. Then I sorted out the items. Let me just show you guys. So that was the brain dump. And on the next page, I sorted out the items. And then I decided to put my values down in a way that would inspire me and remind me of the things that are important to me, especially when I'm looking at my goals, just looking at life. And sometimes, for me personally, because I am partly a visual learner, it's easy for me to see these pretty stickers that are pleasant to look at, look like me, represent the things that I like and are interested in, and just use that for some motivation. Different people are motivated in different ways, so whatever helps you is important to do. I then did a reflection of those goals for 2019, and I basically evaluated how I did with regards to my goals. So my goals last year were to pay off credit cards, commit to personal development, commit to spiritual growth and discipline, and to cultivate wellness. This year in 2020, I have 5 goals. My goals are to cultivate financial freedom, cultivate physical wellness, mind the business that pays me, build NdiNaija, which is my brand, my business, all of this, and take care of heart things. These goals are a continuation from last year, and they're also a continuation from 2018. And just recently, I was looking through some of my old books. I have notebooks. If you're a planner person, you have notebooks. So I was looking through some of my old notebooks, and I think I'll show you one that I have from 2010 where I did a 5-year life map or life plan. One second. So here it is. It's a pretty big, it's an old sketchbook that I have. And I don't know that you'll be able to see it, but anyway, this was about 10 years ago. It might have actually been in late 2009, early 2010. I was about to graduate from my master's and I was just looking into the future and thinking about what I was going to do. So I made a plan that I was going to go to Carnegie Mellon and do a PhD in my field, architecture, engineering, and construction. And I started mapping that out, and I had a plan out of there to get licensed. There are other things on here, but that's what that sketchbook looks like. By the way, I don't do much sketching anymore, but life changes. So anyway, like I said, I had 5 goals this year, and I think it's time for me to come on the overhead and show you guys how I've gone through my process, how I've done in this first quarter, and what I'm going to do for the next quarter. So let me reset this and do an overhead shot. Be right back. So let's start from the beginning. This is what the front of the Deluxe Monthly binder looks like. And this is the cover I'm using on the inside as a sort of page protector. We should begin from January. So in my power sheets, every month you would have a tending list and you would put down your monthly action items, weekly action items, and goals. My plan was to insert a sticker of this tending list on every month moving forward and use that for my goals. I have since changed that system, and I think part of the reason is because this planner is a separate planner from my everyday catch-all, and the way that I'm working through my goals, I just need to have it all in one place, and it looks like this was not the place. This planner was the place for periodic reviews, bi-monthly reviews, or quarterly reviews, and that's what we're doing right now. So this is going to change, but of the things that are on this list, because it was a setup for the year, I had set up goal achieving systems for budgeting, debt payoff, meal planning and tracking, hard things, complete 2020 vision statement, and write my action plans for my goals. I finished some of these, but not all of them. This is what the yearly, like, you would call it a goal sheet. You could you could use this page for anything. It has 12 boxes on it. You could use it for the whole year. You could use it for goals, whatever. I chose to use it to track some of my goals. Now, in the previous video, I said I wasn't exactly sure of how I was going to track things like weekly meal preps and 10-minute exercises, and you'll see how I chose to do that the later in the later parts of this. So I have my desire to save 1 month's living expenses, well, call it $5,000. Quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4. As of quarter 1, I have saved $585, and that was at the end of March. Now it is April, and I have saved, as of now, $800, and I think I want to record that. Yeah, to show that something has changed. This is the back of my planner, and I have a savings tracker for this 5K that is my goal for the year, 5K and above, and then for my new car that, God willing, I'll buy sometime next year. So first quarter, I'm going to put right over 500 in this green pencil. And I think this will be a good way to track it. So the big goal under the first goal, financial freedom, is to get $5,000. Things have changed since I set my goal. Things have changed with the economy, with life, and some of the money that I'm saving has had to go elsewhere. Now, in a previous video, I asked if what you guys would do if you're saving money but have to redirect it somewhere else. And a lot of people said that, well, I'm saying a lot of people, a few people who responded said that they would still count that money as money saved because you put it aside, even though you didn't use it for the thing that you thought you would. You know, this was supposed to be the beginning of the emergency fund. So that's goal number 1. And I'll show you my sheet here, my action plan here for goal number 1. So cultivate financial freedom. I have why, the positive effect, how I'll feel at the end of the year, how I will celebrate, and what progress looks like. Now, using Power Sheets, because I'm doing this based on the Power Sheet system, and that's being refined throughout this year. What your progress looks like is supposed to be where you would write your mini goals. So that's what I have here. And I'm going to take out this page and write my mini goals as we move along. I believe that by the second quarter of this year, maybe I should use the same pen and have things flow from there. So you need that, you need that, you need an orange pen. That is very orange. An orange pen. We need something that's salmony. Let's use that. And then a light, well, that's not going to work. Light yellow is definitely not going to work. But let's take another of my favorite colors, if it'll show. Anywho, we're going through this process. I hope you guys are ready because this is going to be a long video, and I should have said that at the beginning. So my pathway to doing this for this year, because it's an ongoing process, is to, and I am out of frame completely, is to pay off the IRS, save $5,000, and pay off my credit card. I have one credit card left to pay off. The second item, oh, and these are ideas I have, things that I need to give up in 2020. You can see that I have given up a subscription box. Erin Condren store visits, well, that can't happen anymore because of the coronavirus. We are all impounded by our houses. Also, say no to lifestyle inflation, and I have been working on that by putting aside money that would have been available to me by being able to reduce my bills last year. That's what I'm using for bill savings. If you look at any of my recent budgeting videos, and I'll put one up there, you'll see what I'm talking about. The last item I had here was my Oso paper subscription box. I don't know how I'm going to do that because no. So it's just going to sit here with a sad face. It's the same thing for the Simply Gilded sub box. We'll see how that goes later in the year. But we're supposed to be doing the second goal action and the mini goals that go along with it. So I want to cultivate physical wellness. I want to heal my body from the inside, lose weight, and I want to experience fewer allergic reactions. I have really bad allergies and I have to take a lot of medication so that I can be free of the allergies or to keep the symptoms at bay. And I know that I could be healthier from the inside. So that means I have to eat differently. I have to do a whole bunch of things differently. And it's been a little difficult arriving at the position where I do want to do these things. So I'm encouraging myself little by little to see how it works. And because I'm putting it all under physical wellness, because some of the things that I have to do with regards to changing my eating will have a direct effect on, will probably have a direct effect on losing weight. So that's it. First thing, and the goal for this, the goal should be reducing my Reducing how much I spend in allergy medicine. Well, that's a positive effect. The how should be the mini goals. Participate in eating challenges, participate in exercise challenges monthly. I have done part of that. Every month since January, and even this month, I have participated in exercise challenges. I have not, however, participated in healthy eating challenges. So that's a fail for the first quarter of the year. How have you guys done in that regard? Participate in 8 healthy eating challenges. Good thing is we still have, after the month of April, we still have 7 months in the year, so why not? I said healthy. Healthy eating challenges. So, under this cultivating physical wellness, I have my how as participate in 8 healthy eating challenges, exercise challenges monthly, build up to 30 minutes of exercise 6 days a week, meal plan and prep to increase veggie and protein intake. And these are my starting steps. Now, these items, let's see, these 2 items, actually 3 of them, directly influence how I plan my weeks. And I think I have to show you guys what I mean by that. So for example, I have a habit tracker here, and I have to have a habit tracker every week. I also have it in my Jibun Techo, which you guys saw in my last video. Yeah, this will come after that one. And so I'm tracking my exercise every day. And I'm also tracking being able to eat vegetables for breakfast, because somehow I'm able to do okay with lunch and dinner, especially during the week. But breakfast, I don't know what it is about it that makes me want to indulge. I also have my sleep and the time that I eat as well, because I find that if I eat early enough and then I'm able to have some maybe ginger tea later on in the evening, I am very likely to not eat anything that would bother me. So that's that. I also have a weight tracker here. And in the spirit of transparency, I lost 4 pounds. Out of these 4 pounds, I've gained 2. So I am back here. Now my focus for this quarter is to lose back what I lost and lose some more. I feel like I need to get down here to 10, because I made all these squares and made it to 50. We have to pass half of this by the end of the year. And then I also have some challenges and ideas for myself, things I could do: walking challenges, lunch challenges. I'm usually in a walking challenge every week. I did a lunch challenge in January. No, I think it was a squat challenge in January, a squat and lunge challenge in February. In March, I tried to do a plank, push-up, and lunge challenge. No, it was actually all 4. It was planks, push-ups, squats, and lunges. Let's see here. Yeah, this is March. It was, yeah, planks, push-ups, squats, and lunges. I tried to do all 4 in the month of March, and it was way, way, way too much. What I'm doing in this month of April is a crunch challenge. And I didn't even put that on here because I wasn't willing. Let me tell the truth. I wasn't willing. But somehow I got roped in, and I said, let's just do it and see how it goes. I'm yet to do the no soda challenge. I don't really drink soda anyway, maybe once in a blue moon. Water challenges, I haven't done any of that. Herbal tea challenge, I don't need a challenge for that one, because I drink a lot of tea. That's mostly what I drink. I'm not a coffee drinker. I also have a green salad challenge, protein challenge, and a no Starbucks challenge. This one I really need to do, especially now that we are under quarantine. I made up these 2 pages or this spread to help with my habit tracking. Now, if you saw my Jibun Techo video, you would also have seen that it was difficult for me to continue this because it's in a whole separate book. So this is going to change moving forward. I'm going to keep tracking my habits in my regular catch-all planner and in my Jibun Techo. So that's that for goal number 2, cultivate physical wellness. Under goal number 3, I have mind the business that pays me. And this is with regards to my job. If you have a full-time job, you know how things are. I'm just trying to grow. This one has been interesting, let's say, this year, because I've had some trouble, and I've been working, doing things to work on this, and somehow I keep getting criticized by some people at work, and I'm working through that. Of course, I can't say everything, but please keep me in your prayers. I know that all things work together for good, so I'm working through some things, and part of it, I believe, is growing pains. I'm the type of person who would shirk any sort of managing people role, and I think it's hurt in a little way. I think it's hurt me in a little way. So I want to overcome that and increase my productivity. I want to get a great yearly review, better than this year, and I want to get a great bonus. I am gunning for a great bonus, and by the grace of God, I will get more than I expect. Yes, I will. I also want to get over burnout. Now, this might be a mental thing, but the nature of my job, and maybe a lot of people's, doesn't allow for, I think I need to rephrase that. I was going to say it doesn't allow for a lot of creativity. That's both true and kind of because the type of job I do, I'm a project manager for a construction firm, and it is a cyclical type of job because the actions are repeated because the construction process is basically the same. However, when you get into the nitty gritty, you're not doing exactly the same thing every single day, but there are cycles. I think I have been burned out a little bit. So I need to fix that. And I think one of the ways I will do that is to get back into what got me into this line of work in the first place. I need to go back to when I was 8 and fell in love with architecture. I need to remember the things that made me fall in love with this. And that's part of why you saw my sketchbook earlier and saw my plans for how I wanted to get into things. Anywho, so my progress was to use Kanban. I was supposed to use a Kanban board. I've watched some videos on how to use it, and this is to organize my tasks. I have been able to do this, so that is a win for the first quarter of the year. I've been able to do this because I came up with a system. I changed my planning system for work. I wasn't just using a vertical weekly planner like I used in 2019. I also came up with this. Well, I can't show you guys right now. It's not here, but I have a sticker that I use in my planner every single week, and maybe I should put a video up here. I have a sticker in the planner that I use every single week to show what I'm supposed to do for the repetitive tasks that I have to do so that I don't forget and so that I can follow up. And it's made me quicker in getting things done because I don't have to remember all those things every month. The second thing that I have to do that would be a mini goal is to reduce distractions. I mainly work from home, so sometimes it can be distracting, especially if you don't have too much room to dedicate to, say, an office. Maybe by the grace of God, when I move to a new house, I will have a separate office that is closed off from the rest of my house. For now, I'm thankful for what I have, and I'm just going to keep on moving. The third and fourth things here were to keep my desk clear and to use a physical inbox. this keeping my desk clear is not really me, so I'm not going to put it on here as a goal. However, this using a physical inbox has been good. It's given me a visual, and this is in addition to this Kanban sticker that I have in my planner every week. It's given me a visual to see all the things that I do need to work on. So that's that one. And those are the wins. Oh, I wanted to say this. In addition, and maybe this will be related to heart things. This might be related to heart things, but it's a bit of both. So one of the items that was on my that was in my sketchbook for my, I don't know, 5-10 year plan from 10 years ago was to get my PE. PE is a professional engineer's license. Um, this is a personal thing for me because I feel like it will complete the reason why I was sent to the United States in the first place by my parents. And it's not a it's a big exam that I have to take. You have to go through a process to get approved to take the examination, and then you register for the examination, study for the examination, and take the examination. This PE exam is an 8-hour exam. Now I've done the prerequisite exam, which is another 8-hour exam. I took that in 2008. Was it in 2008? Yes, I took it in 2008 and I passed at the time. So I'm just now getting to where I think it's time to come full circle on that. Um, Part of the reason I haven't been able to do it prior to now is life. Life, job. I did a master's degree. I had a kid, went through divorce. So many, I moved 9 million times. So many things happened. Um, but I feel like doing this exam might be the push to get me over the hump of burnout. I'm not sure, but there's a chance. There are two exams that I intend to take. This PE that I had the prerequisite from 2008. The next exam is the CCCA, and I got the prerequisite for that in 2012. I tried to take it again when I was pregnant with TJ. I actually took two exams when I was pregnant with TJ, and I failed. Well, the one that I passed, I only passed half of it. The second one I failed, so that wasn't very good timing. Anyway, that's my thought. I would like to hear what you guys have to say about that, what you think. Um, because when I think about taking that exam, when I think about preparing that exam, I get such a rush of, I don't know, responsibility, joy of, man, I'm going to finish something um, that I've dreamed about. It's weird because it's not necessary for my job. So even if I take it, I'm not going to let my job know that I've got, I mean, even if I take it and pass it, I mean, ugh, I will pass it in Jesus' name if I take it. But if I do take it, it's not something that I can alert my job to. But it's a good professional qualification. I hope I've not confused you. Anyway, that's that one. The next was Cultivate NdiNaija. And I want to build and grow my audience and get over 5,000 subscribers on YouTube, build an online business, share my passions and creativity. I feel like progress would look like consistently posting videos. I did a challenge. I challenged myself in the month of March to either post a video every single day in the month of March or go live. And I was able to do that, and I feel so accomplished. So accomplished. I've put a lot into this YouTube channel, and it has changed over the past, how many years has it been? I started this YouTube channel in 2006, and this is 2020. Wow, almost 14 years. I don't recall the exact month that I started it. But anyway, that's it. So the goal is to consistently post videos. I was able to do that in this first quarter that we just passed. The next was to post immigration videos once a month. And this is because I am building a business. I am an immigrant to the United States. I immigrated legally, and I have gone through a lot of immigration processes, and I have helped people to become immigrants. Now, I'm not a lawyer. I am not a lawyer. You heard me say I'm an engineer, right? So I would, if I were to help you, I would be an immigration consultant or an immigration preparer. That's very legal, and one can do that. Next thing I was supposed to do was learn to use my Cricut. I don't know. I feel like this should change because my plan for what I want to do with the channel in using what I know, and this is the thing about building a business, right? You use what you know, use what you have, and you give it out. You find the need, you find the niche, and you give it out, which is why I'm working on posting more immigration videos, and why my plan is to do one once a month until I build momentum, because for me it's a little boring, but it is life, and it's something that people have to go through. I don't know. Forget about how I feel. The people want it, and it's helpful. It's very helpful because it involves your life. So it's just something that's going to keep happening. Learning to use my Cricut right now is not very high on the list. There are a few other things that I feel like I want to do that would show me progress. So I'm going to leave that one open. I'm also going to leave, I think I'll add this one back in, research Patreon. And I need to offer up content for this. So that's what this is going to trigger for me. So it says my starting steps were to plan foundational content, utilize Power Hour, and keep things simple. You guys have seen, if you saw, and I keep talking about this, my Jibun Techo video, how I talked about using it and having Power Hour. So this is an example of that. Now, I'm a morning person, so Power Hour is weird for me. I wake up at any time between 4:30 and 5:30. Well, it depends on the day, but I typically wake up between 4:30 and 5:30. Some periods of the month, I wake up at 5:30. Other periods, I'm waking up at 5 or 4:50 on the dot. This morning, I woke up at 4:47. Yeah, so that's it. And, luckily for me, it was before my alarm. Next item, take care of heart things. I need to turn my stuff here in my notes. Okay. Take care of heart things. I can't share a lot of this with you guys, but part of it now, and it's moving from work to here. Part of it now is this exam that I want to take, and I think I'm going to write it over here. Whoops. I think I'm going to write it over here. I need to take exam. I need to choose the exam I'm going to take. Sorry. So I have to look back at my notes, and I have several questions that I'm asking. I've told you about those two exams. So should I study and take the CCCA? This is an exam administered by the Construction Specifications Institute. I have the study material for it as of when? Last year? Maybe 2 years ago. Unfortunately, I've been unable to take it because money that I was supposed to set aside for it, I had to use for legal fees. Life again. I'm a single parent, and unfortunately, sometimes you have to go to court to get things done. So there's a CCCA, wondering if I should take it. There is also the PE exam, wondering if I should take it. But that one, that sparks joy, strangely enough. Yes, I am a huge nerd. I'm a very huge nerd. Thirdly, should I take the PMP exam? That's a project management professional exam. Man, the material in that thing is one of the most boring ever that I have faced or experienced. I studied for this when I was doing my master's. I actually took a class in it, and it was supposed to help us take the exam. My problem with it is that the PMP is very, very abstract. And I'm a person that needs to bring things home. I need it to be concrete, which is why I think the PE appeals to me more. But I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think? So anyway, taking care of heart things. These are things that are close to my heart. My home, my personal life, my family life, my spiritual life. I only wrote down items that I have to do in my home because that's mainly what I can share. Now, I can share stuff about the examinations with you guys because a lot of us will be taking some sort of certification exam one time or the other. So I'm going to have that on there. Spiritual, might as well write it down. My plan for that is to continue tithing, and I need to restart scripture memorization. I love scripture, and I have a lot of scripture memorized. However, in the past year, I don't recall that I have learned something new. I keep going over scriptures that I already know. And that might not be a bad thing in itself, you know? I might be judging it based on, oh, I'm supposed to accumulate, I don't know, 20 new verses every year, but I just want to look into that and see. And if that means that I'm going to become better at saying the scriptures that I already know or memorizing the scriptures that I already know and being able to have 3 to 4 translations of it, that works as well. So those are the things. The positive effects would be improved home flow for me because there are things I want done in my home, personal growth, and life moving forward. I think based on this that I should do a wants and needs list. Let's see. I should have written something down here for take care of heart things. And I think I will write organize and wow, I cannot see that. Not too bad. Organize and declutter. We'll say home. Take certification exams. Prepare for certification exams. That's what it should be. Prepare for certification exams. Sorry, I know you guys can't see everything that I am writing, but you will in a second. And then the third one that I will share is to restart scripture memorization. And I'm going to use some notebooks for that. I'm going to use some notebooks for that. So this is what the completed 2020 goals and action list looks like. After this, I'm going to show you another piece of this heart things. Let's put that back where it goes at the beginning of the planner. Right here. And come back to this. So as it relates to heart things, I have a bunch of things that I would like to do. And I want to create a wants or needs list for this. Just because I want to think about what it is that I want to do. ask myself how exactly I want to do it and just figure things out, because a lot of this has to do with finances, right? This is going to be the rough note. When I am done with this, I think I'll put a picture up on Instagram on what it would look like. So, some of the things that are arising now from all of those goals and everything. Wanting to spend more time with my kid, be more active, get exercise, um, build my business, take care of things that are close to my heart. A bunch of things have come up that are going to be on this wants or needs list. The first one for me right now is a bicycle. Um, the next is a Fitbit tracker. I'm really considering getting a new Fitbit tracker, and that's because mine...
I can't find it.
One second, y'all. Sorry about that. So I don't know what is going on with these Fitbits, but it feels like every single year my Fitbit breaks and I have to buy a new one. So I am done. I think I'm done. Anyway, I put that down there, and then there's this Garmin tracker. The next thing that I need relates to my home. I would like to buy a new couch. The couch we have is very old. It's torn. I've propped it up with a chair raiser thing because the bottom part broke. That's one. The springs in the middle sunk in, or I don't know, they died, whatever they did. I tried to fix it last year, cheap fix. I put some plywood and some moving blankets to try and maintain the feel of a couch. The plywood is now sinking in because, 5-year-olds tend to jump on things no matter how much you tell them not to. So that's the couch. I was also considering getting myself a new bed, a grown-up bed, big headboard, well, not a big headboard, but just a better bed than what I have. These are, again, wants or needs, right? Next thing would be business related. I'm considering getting a new laptop. I need an actual camera as opposed to my phone, but the phone is working, so that's still a maybe. And a backpack, because I've been using my backpack now currently for 2 years. The next thing that I should add here would be an external hard drive. And I feel like that is the very first thing, because the computer that I've been using to edit my videos is getting much slower because of the weight of the things on it. And the IT people are saying, hey, you need to reduce the number of things on your system. So, in lieu of that, I'm now looking for my ruler. I have 350 rulers approximately, and why can't I find one at this very moment that I need it? Isn't it strange how that happens? The one thing you need when you need it is nowhere to be found. It was right here. So, my wants or needs list is going to have a bunch of things. I have what it is. I'm going to have my why, the cost, and how I plan to pay. Now, I'm not going to put all of this or do all of this on camera, but I'm showing you guys because I would like your input on any or all of these items. The things that I suspect that I'm going to purchase very soon are the bicycle, one of these trackers, and the external hard drives, because it's more of an... These two are more imminent needs, right? Part of the reason the bicycle is here is because it gives me access to the outdoors, gets me exercise, and it's a great way to spend time with the kid. The other day we went to the park and he was riding his bike and I was walking. Some of the time I was running because I was running after him, and that's not fun. Um, but it's just part of life. Part of life. Cost, how to pay, because currently I have a limited sum of funds or amount of funds, and some things have to be moved around and you have to figure that out. So that's it. That is going to be behind the take care of heart thing. Oh, hold on. I forgot materials for my exams. I forgot exam registrations. I'm going to write both of them, because you might see in the future me starting up a sinking fund for these items. I believe this one is about $400, $425. I've stopped being a member. This one, the exam itself is $325, but I have to do a different registration before it. I'm not sure of how much that is. So that's one thing that I need to find out. So CCCA registration, PE registration, and then PE study material. As of this moment, I only have 2 out of the 16 books that I need to study for this exam. It's an open book exam, but it's a very strange open book exam. Very, very strange. You are supposed to have highlighted everything that you need from your reference material. You're supposed to know your reference material in and out, and then you answer, how many questions? Is it 200 questions or 150? Anyway, so that is it. I need to take certification exam. I need to choose between, even within this PE, I need to choose whether I want to take the PE exam under architectural, or if I want to take the PE exam under civil construction, because that's what I've been doing for the past 9 years. Wow, 9 years. And actually even before that. So that is it. That is it, folks. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. That has been my first quarter report on my 2020 goals. I hope this helped you, and if you would, give this video a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and you've come this far. I know this is a very long video, and leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think about the questions that I asked. All right, I will see you guys again shortly. Thanks, you all. Bye-bye.